What can you learn from ChatGPT about how to communicate more effectively? Firstly, if you're not using ChatGPT in your work, stop watching this video and find a video that explains how to do it. Learning how to use ChatGPT as a skill alongside your job is absolutely key these days. And it's a really interesting exercise to see how much of your work you can actually delegate to ChatGPT. When you start using it, you might notice a few things it does in how it communicates. And so I'm going to share the top things I've noticed that I think you can also use in how you communicate with your colleagues to have more impact, be more effective, and be more likable. And the first one is positivity and encouragement. I absolutely love it when I put a question into ChatGPT and it always says, "What a great question." Or if I ask it to review some text, it says, "Oh, well, you've already done a fantastic job. This is professional and warm, but let me make some tweaks." It would be so wonderful if all our colleagues responded so positively to us. So look for the chance to respond positively to people, to say great job, to call out what they do well. You know them as an individual, so you can say, "That was a fantastic piece of work. You've always got such a great attention to detail." Find opportunities to be positive and encourage. Another thing ChatGPT does that I love is if I say it's done something wrong or I don't like what it's given me, it apologizes. Now, apologizing seems to be a lost art, and a lot of people don't seem to like apologizing because they think it looks weak or it opens the door for more criticism. But an apology can go a really long way to having a constructive relationship with someone and smoothing the path and keeping things going well between you. So if you're never apologizing for owning something, you might be pissing the other person off quite a lot. And if you just apologize, they might like you a lot more. So if you've made a genuine mistake, just own it and say, "You know what, my bad, I'm really sorry. Let me fix that," or "How can I fix that for you?" If you haven't made a mistake, you can still apologize for the inconvenience, say, "Oh, I'm sorry if that delayed you. What is it you need?" Another thing that ChatGPT does really well is it gives structured responses with summaries. So you'll notice if you ask something in ChatGPT, it's got bullet points, it's got bolded headings, and these things make it really easy for you to digest the information you get back. So when you're messaging your colleagues, don't send them walls and walls of text. Summarize, use bullet points, keep it brief. If you do need to share a lot of information, a lot of detail, attach a document with more information, but still share a summary in the email. To be honest, if you send someone a really long report, they're probably going to put it through ChatGPT anyway and turn it into bullet points. So you might as well be the person who does that so that you're in control of the core messaging. Now, something that you need to learn how to do to use ChatGPT effectively is give it good prompts. That just means how you phrase the question and instruct it for what you want it to do. The same goes for when you're working with your colleagues. If you ask someone to do something, think about how you're asking them. Is it clear? Is it quantifiable? Have you said the what, how, where, when? Do you need to send them an example of what good looks like? Really think about how you can frame what you're asking for and give more detail to get a really good result. It's just the same as with ChatGPT. If you give a bad prompt, you don't get a great output. The better the prompt, the better the output. Now, another thing it does really well is if it doesn't understand your prompt, it will ask for clarification. It will say, "I don't understand. Would you prefer it like this or like this?" So if someone asks you for something and you're not sure on what they want, stop, ask for clarification before you proceed. The final thing ChatGPT does really well is after it's done a task, it offers to do another one. It says, "Can I suggest some next steps?" or "Would you like me to write a longer version of this?" Now, you could generate a lot of work if at the end of every email you suggest some next steps that you could do for your colleagues. But do think proactively. Is there something else you can offer? It's a great way to be really helpful and to show that you're forward thinking. And if you want to get promoted or get more responsibility, if you're proactively suggesting next steps to your boss, you're more likely to be the top of that list. So I hope that's helped you. Next time you're using ChatGPT, pay attention to how it's communicating with you. See what you like or maybe don't like, and think about how you can incorporate that into how you communicate at work.